In this video, I'll be showing you the farming route I use for hunting legendary enemies outside of events, daily ops and expeditions. This route is also great for collecting a load of the useful components you'll need for crafting. Legendary enemies are not guaranteed to spawn in these locations, but they do have a higher chance due to the enemy type, locations and density. But if you're bored of running daily ops or grinding expos,
touching down, then
this is a great route to mix in between other world events that will pop up. I would advise to always keep an eye on the world events and try to join the following wherever possible. Firstly, Leader of the Pack. This is super simple and quick to complete, and you're guaranteed 3 1-star legendary items. Radiation Rumble is fun, but I would recommend going armed with a Tesla rifle so you can tag as many enemies as possible for a better chance to bag some legendaries. Everyone's favourite, Eviction Notice, is a must, but for this event I would recommend a long-range VATS weapon. For example, the Cremator works great here. Test Your Metal is another great event that will earn you at least 2 legendary items, but some sort of troubleshooter's item is beneficial as the bots will hit hard. One Violent Night is one of my favourite events, and although it may only gain a few legendaries including the end boss, if you're legendary module farming then ensure to switch to an unarmed weapon. For example, the Unstoppable Monster, the Bear Arm, Power Fist, Boxing Glove, etc. to use at the end to kill the boss, as you will gain an extra 1 to 3 bonus legendary modules. Encrypted is always worth a go, although if you're a lower level you might want to ensure there are plenty of other people there, otherwise death is inevitable. AWOL Armaments is a great event that you don't see often, but there are 3 waves to defeat and a boss of each wave is usually a legendary Mr. Gutsy. This event may trigger when you reach RobCo Industries along the farming route, so keep an eye out. Finally, any of the nuke events are worth attending. Even if you can't do much damage to the boss, just try and tag as many enemies as possible and your help will always be appreciated by others at the event. Remember, these are just my go-tos and you may have others that you think are particularly good to attend or love doing, so please do share your go-to events in the comments. There is one new fixed enemy spawn that has a very high chance to spawn as a legendary. It's pretty quick to kill, although it may be worth visiting at the beginning or the end of the route as it's somewhat out the way, so I'll cover that shortly. As the enemy types that spawn in these locations will give you slightly higher XP on kill, I would recommend making a tailored XP farming perk card build, and having this as something that you can easily switch to at any punch card machine. The loadout I'm using is tailored to a bloodied build using an automatic handmade and full unyielding Secret Service armour, but please bear in mind I am a high level, so do have all the legendary perk cards maxed out. This build can still be used at level 50 with only a few alterations to the perks shown, which I'll outline in the video description. I would recommend that you also apply as many XP buffs as you can whilst running this route, as it will not only help you level up, but will also help boost you around the current season by continuously completing the repeatable weekly score challenge for every 10,000 XP gained. If you find this video helpful, please hit that like and subscribe to my channel, as this really does help and I very much appreciate it. For this video I'm running a herbivore build, and therefore using Cranberry Relish and Brain Bombs with Live and Love 3 magazine to boost the effects. At the time of recording, this magazine is still effective to boost the XP gain from plant-based products, although may change in upcoming updates. Please check out this video for a guide on how to make brain bombs. Alongside these I'm using Berry Mentats to give a +5 intelligence boost and the leader bobblehead for an extra 5% XP gain. If you have the Camp Ally Leo, then you can give him a Cranberry Nuka-Cola for a further 5% XP boost for an hour, and then read the Mothman Tome for a further 5% XP boost. Please note that the Mothman Tome will cancel any XP boost effect you might gain from the Camp Ally Stephen Scarberry. However, unlike the Camp Allies, this XP boost can be reapplied at any time, whereas Stephen and Leo are only available to use once per day. I would therefore recommend just use Leo and the Mothman Tome. A quick side note that although Camp Allies are only available to use if they are your Camp Ally, the bonus effects from other camp items can be reapplied by using any other player's camp items, such as the Mechanical Derby game or the Mothman Tome. Ensure you are part of a team, even if it's only you, as this is essential for this perk card build, and if you have them spare, open 4 lunch boxes for the maximum effects and increased XP gain. For this build I would also recommend stocking up on company tea before you set out, as this will help to increase your AP regen whilst using VATS with the automatic weapon. Also, make sure to hit that Mechanical Derby game for a flutter on the fillies for that intel boost, and take a little nap before you leave, as this gives you yet another 5% XP boost. So, the first location on my route is the Charleston Capitol building. There are many ghouls inside and this location has a good chance to spawn a legendary enemy within. There are a load of rooms and obstacles, but using the Berry Mentats you'll be able to see where most of the enemies are so you can negate any damage. Once cleared, you'll want to head east to the Fisher Site Lambda, just above the Uncanny Caverns. There are 16 active Fisher sites on the map that spawn Scorchbeasts that you may also want to visit, but for the purposes of this video, this is the only one I'll be visiting. With any luck, by now you'll have bagged yourself a few Legendaries. So now head across east towards the Whitespring Golf Club. There is a good chance to find a legendary enemy around this area, including radstags that spawn just outside. Once you've cleared the golf club itself, it's worth heading up to the green, where there'll be a load of other fixed spawn ghouls, and then making your way along the row of shops and accommodation, as it's highly likely you'll come across a few legendaries here. Don't forget to check in the garden area just next to the car park, as there's usually a few high level enemy spawns here, so if anything, it's definitely worth the extra XP. From here, head down to Huntersville, and remember to check the meat bags for Deathclaw hands, as you'll want these in order to make the unstoppable monster melee weapon, which you can scrap at any workbench for the chance to get the bloodied first star mod. Please see this video for more information on how to do this. Now, head southeast to Fort Defiance, go inside and concentrate on the right hand side. Whilst you're in here, keep a lookout for the red asylum dress, as this has a 0.05% chance to spawn and is a very rare item, so worth a load of caps. Once you've cleared the place of ghouls, head northeast to RobCo Industries. When you arrive, check all around the perimeter, as I have often found legendaries outside, then head inside and clear the building, but be careful of the turrets in the ceiling. Whilst you're here, keep an eye out for the event AWOL Armaments, as this will have 3 waves of enemies with a legendary Mr. Gutsy at the end of each wave. Now, head across the road to the General Steakhouse and clear the building. It's full of super mutants, so you should get some decent XP. Do remember to check the basement, as I've had a few instances where I've actually come across legendary mutant hounds down here. The next stop is the old favourite West-Tek research facility. Remember that nuke grenades are still great for clearing the facility, and once you have done all the rooms, just pop down in the elevator and clear downstairs. Wait a few minutes, and then take the elevator back up, and everyone will have respawned. Just rinse and repeat for all that lovely XP and a good chance for a load of legendaries. Once you're bored of running West-Tek, head north to the National Radio Assembly and clear the 3 sites: the house, the barn that's directly behind, and the small office near the dish. These are again super mutants, so you will still be getting the maximum XP per kill if your buffs are still active. From here, continue northeast to Harpers Ferry and clear the town before heading down into the Burrows. There is usually a good chance to get some legendary ghouls down here, as there are a load of enemies and loads of tunnels. Once cleared, head north to Braxton Medical Supplies. Now, although this is a very small area, there are usually super mutants attacking, and I've had good luck with legendary spawns here, so it's worth a shot. Now continue north to Freddy Fear's House of Scares. There are usually a load of ghouls outside with either a Wendigo or a glowing one, and a high chance of getting a legendary. Once done, head west across the map to Grafton Steel. As well as the workshop, there are a load of super mutants and a very good chance to spawn a legendary. You'll also get the Defender Workshop event, which can be useful for plans, completing dailies and weeklies. The final stop in this farming run is the Eastern Regional Penitentiary, although I would only worry about clearing the outside of super mutants, as these are the best ones to do. There are a load of workbenches here, so you'll be able to scrap anything that you don't want, and then head down to a train station or any other legendary vending machine and script the rest of the items you don't want to learn modules for. Now, I mentioned earlier that there is a new fixed spawn enemy that has a very high chance to spawn as a legendary. It's located at the very bottom of the new Skyline Valley part of the map, and is a Sheepsquatch. In all the times I've tested this, I've only come across it as a non-legendary once, so this is a great little bonus to collect every time you log on. It may be worth dropping your base nearby if you have one spare, so you can easily toggle it on and off for fast travel, otherwise it's going to cost you quite a few caps in the long run to get there. I hope this video has helped you out and will aid in your legendary farming outside of running expos and daily ops. As always, special thanks go out to Duchess Flame and Nukenites for all their hard work data mining. Please do leave a like and let me know what your favourite legendary farming spots are. I'm Golden Gek, and thanks for watching. Have fun. See ya.